Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. The Dream Daddy stream. It's me, Sean.
I want a bunch of daddies to tell me that I'm okay.
All right, anyways, Spots, thank you for resubscribing for the 15th month. Oh my god. I didn't think we'd been going that long. That's
Wow.
amazing. I mean, I guess we were streaming a little bit back then, but like not in full force.
Yeah.
It wasn't really until Pokemon moved to Twitch and we started doing that that we really started streaming a lot.
I made chicken curry for supper tonight.
Yellow curry.
Yellow curry.
Yellow chicken curry.
Mm-hmm.
And you also made biscuits with it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually have any of the biscuits.
You didn't have any of the cheddar biscuits? They're so good.
You think it was May when we started the Pokemon? Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow, we're coming up. Well, not quite. We still got a while to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyways, it's time for mail time.
Orca Iguana, seriously?
I just ate chicken curry and biscuits. That's amazing. Anyways, the mail today is nothing. Again,
No mail.
That's fine. If you want to send us mail, the link's in the description. It's our flower movie and game collection. And, important to note, that we can now stream PS2 games.
Which we'll be doing tomorrow.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
so long as they get chosen.
yeah, so long as people vote on them. But we can do PS2 games, we can do GameCube games, we can do Nintendo 64 games. By God. So if you have those and you want to send them to us to see if we would play them, you can do that. Or if you just want to send a nice letter or anything like that, also appreciated.
Yeah.
I'll also let you know that I just today updated the Animation Pilgrimage
Yes.
lists.
You did. You've put some TLC into the Animation Pilgrimage doc.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it during the next Animation Pilgrimage episode. Well, not the next one, but we'll talk about it in the future. But we're not going to be watching package films or like
Not necessarily
compilation films.
compilations, yeah.
So if it's a movie pieced together from just TV
Or
episodes
shorts.
or something or shorts, we're not watching it. Even if it was released to theaters, don't care. Not watching it. Get it out of there. And so I went through the years of 80, 81, and 82, which I had already gone through, and deleted like a good 20 movies over the course of those 3 years.
Yeah.
Just got them out of there because no more compilation films. It just detracts from how long the project is going to take.
Well, and they're kind of... Very rarely are you going to find a compilation film that's like, oh, well, this was a defining moment in animation that we wouldn't have already covered when the short/show came out.
Yeah. It's
So-
like more often than not, if it's important, we'll talk about it during those type of things.
Right.
But otherwise, it's gone. It's gone. We're not doing it anymore.
Exactly, Yoshi. Bye, bitch.
Hell yeah.
Get him out of here.
All right. Well,
And you did actually, another thing you updated the AP doc with is the rules.
Yeah,
So
I
that
just-
people, when they,
Yeah.
they look at it, they can actually see, like, hey, this is our stipulations for what counts and what doesn't.
yeah, it's just right there for anybody to see.
Yeah.
Either way, it's time to date some dads again.
Oh, bless. So, Sean, you've had a week to consider your options.
Yes.
Last time we left off, you were in a little bit of in a pickle because you weren't sure which dad to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Have you made a choice?
I think so.
I mean, you could always just go with the flow and see what happens.
Yeah. But, like, I think this is the point where you really start to choose who you want to date.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm gonna date Joseph. Sorry, just stealing that from Lemonade.
You're not gonna date Joseph.
I think we're gonna go with Hugo.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think we're gonna message Hugo. Okay, so I can't actually click on those. I could be wrong. But I feel like this is probably somebody that people don't just immediately go for. But I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the popular choices are. We're going with the Bookman. We're going with Teacher Boy.
Yeah, I wonder who the most popular choices are.
Honestly, yeah. I if somebody knows...
Or has seen a lot of Let's Plays of this game. Like, is there somebody people usually go for?
Yeah, I just don't know. Either way, let's message him. A lot of people pick Craig.
Really?
Wait.
Craig is the athletic guy. Our friend from college.
Pick Craig. Uh-oh.
You can hit back by his name.
Oh. People pick Craig. That's really interesting.
Oh, I can actually imagine a lot of people going for Robert.
Oh, yeah. Because he's dark, mysterious, and edgy.
Yeah. People have a thing for childhood friends. You know what? That's fair.
There is a reason there's always the childhood friend character.
Uh-huh.
In these dating sim games. Alright, anyways, Hugo. Let's message you, boy. Brian is pretty popular. I could see that too.
I just like Hugo's whole vibe, you know?
I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I wait a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you have messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is it possible that you come instead? I don't know why I popped up. Uh-oh. You could come by and replace them? I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it. But I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get.
Oh, no.
Also, because we just ate food, I have some of that food phlegm built up in my throat.
So you're going to be...
doing that kind of thing.
It was all creamy and rice and definitely doesn't help with the whole food phlegm thing.
Oh, yeah. All the kinds of food that just build up in the throat. Now, don't worry, I just took like a big swig of water. And I have a big thing of water here.
Uh-huh.
Right next to my carbonated beverages. Anyways, I think about it for a moment. Man, there's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be held accountable for. And if they're in middle school, arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying.
Wait, I thought she was in class. I thought she left to go to school while we were on Dad Book.
Yeah.
I guess this is the next day?
I don't know. Morning, Manda.
Morning, Pops.
Hey, are you alright?
Oh, of course, I'm fine. I just got to thinking about the Backstreet Boys. They had a reunion. The Backstreet Boys are back, alright. But they're different. Something's wrong with them. Like, they're a dream someone once had but can no longer remember. And no one's talking about it. They just go on like everything's normal.
Are you sure that's all you're upset about?
Is this a metaphor? That would be my question. I'm like, is this a metaphor? Should I be picking up? Are you the Backstreet Boys? Am I the Backstreet Boys?
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not. I'm perfectly fine.
Alright. I don't believe her, but I'll let it go for now. Hey, how was middle school for you?
bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and generally terrible. Everyone sucks, no self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40 plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day, top 40s pop. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like?
I don't know. I thought it was fine. There's nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who, oh no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were terrible to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough?
I think we did.
See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school?
Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for.
You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory.
That is a damn shame. I would prefer the clam chowder.
I'd rather have the square pizza, but just the idea of smelling the clam chowder everywhere while you're eating pizza, and not even like good pizza either.
I like clam chowder.
I know you do. It's too gritty.
Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
No, it's probably because Bobby Wellingham threw it up once.
Threw up
into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Oh no!
Alright, let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Anyway, you should do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with the cool fish.
Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. Oh my god, it's me!
Oh, dude!
How does it know it's me?
What, are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole?
Don't you put fear in my heart.
Well, do they have penguins there?
Yes, they have penguins there.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. What do you think, Sean?
I don't know. Penguins are fine. I have nothing against penguins. They're kind of neat.
Do they outweigh fear of ocean?
No! No, they live in the ocean too. I don't want to be in the ocean if there is also penguin in ocean.
This is the reaction I wanted.
Penguin, no touch, Sean.
If it's been in the ocean, bah. Get it out of here.
I don't like large bodies of water. Period. I don't want to be in it.
Large bodies of water include a swimming pool.
Yeah. Like, large swimming pools, I'd rather not. Most swimming pools, probably not. A hot tub, I'll do a hot tub. Probably.
Oh, lakes are the worst.
Oh, lakes are awful because it's grimy, gross, seaweed is everywhere. Like, there's still fish in that water. You don't know what's in there. Sean will do a puddle. No, because then I'm just wet and disappointed. Let me just, I'll take a half-hour shower and just chill out there. You guys can go swimming. I don't care. I know how to swim. If the lakes are bad, then how about the Great Lakes? No. That's too much water. You don't know what's in there.
It's basically a small ocean.
Yeah. Screw that. I also don't like the beach because there's sand everywhere.
It's coarse
and gross and it gets everywhere.
I was fine with lakes until my family took a vacation to Kentucky, and we were on a houseboat, and one of my family members mentioned something about how the lake was so deep that there's actually trees growing in the bottom, but you never know because the lake is so deep. And I'm pretty sure that's a load of horse shit, but the thought of that freaked me out. Just the idea of touching the top of a tree with your feet in the water. No, it's real. That can happen to Neil. Yeah, see that? I don't know what about that, but that just freaks me out.
Anyways, I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Probably. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens. Now I'm just all burpy. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know the case with all middle schoolers. I've lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great, well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here.
Oh, only 10? That's not too bad.
Yeah, I can fit 3 under this arm, 2 under this one.
Why 3 and 2?
I don't know. And Hugo gets the other 5. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo. Then they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull out any stunts. It's middle school after all.
No thoughts, head empty.
We'll see. Yeah, nope, mm-mm. No.
Bad first date, huh?
Terrible first date. There's a shark right there. There are manta rays that I know are fake, but they're right there in the same space as me. Can't do it. That is an oceanic animal that is larger than me.
That glass isn't thick enough either. Alright, let's get through this, Sean.
The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so their teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef.
Okay, Sean, I'm going to request that I take over Hugo for the sake of your voice. Because you're reading narration, yourself, and the person you're dating.
You know what? Fair. That's okay. What? Hugo's voice is changing and evolving. It's now to Neil.
Yep.
To Neil, hold Sean's hand.
It's okay. You'll be alright. We'll make it through this together.
I feel safer already.
Good.
Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does an aquarium have to do with books?
Oh, we just did a unit on the old man in the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile
Perseverance.
No.
Perseverance. The futile perseverance of the human spirit.
Perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish.
While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines.
That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size?
Neat. Whoa.
Their spines are venomous, too.
Nature is hardcore. They're also known as zebrafish, or they have one other name.
Turkeyfish?
Turkeyfish? That might be true. Yeah, I think that might be it.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here.
Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
That is a stonefish, most venomous fish in the world.
And they just, keep it here?
Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them.
What happens if you step on them?
Tissue necrosis.
Cool.
Nature is wild.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Ha ha ha! I hate the ocean.
Goes back into house, never leaves.
Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there?
That one.
Yeah, that's the...
Please say the funny one.
Which one? They're all...
Blue-nosed wiggly fish.
He loved it!
Yeah?
Did you know that...
Political fish trivia.
Well, this is something to actually make him like us.
Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Hugo probably likes a good political joke.
But is he into the psychosis of man?
True, true.
This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression.
Wait, are you serious?
Absolutely not. I'm playing it for a gag here.
Ha! Good one.
We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks.
Nice.
Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up the aquarium in childlike wonder.
Aww.
The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Wow.
I walk over to join him.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I know I shouldn't just sit here and waffle back and forth on what option to do every time we come across one of these, but I'm just like, how do I make this man like me?
What you gonna do, Sean?
A great many mysteries lie in the ocean, and it truly is fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Oh!
Oh! He liked that! That's a very astute point, Sean.
We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. Yeah, I figured he probably went the direct approach.
Yeah.
We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plan those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands? Hugo rolls up his sleeves and sticks his hand in the water.
Don't you want to pet some rays, Sean?
No. Oh, I think I'm good. I don't think I should stand over... I think I should just stand over here and admire them from a respectable distance.
Oh, come on. It'll be fun and informative.
Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling that they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance.
Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch.
Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me.
See? Not so bad.
It feels like fun, slimy leather.
Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right?
I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull a blade, blushing. Hugo smiles at me.
Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish.
Sorry, I just get a little carried away
Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious.
Why's that?
Her backpack's usually that wet. Hold on. Susan? Susan, get back here.
Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit.
Want to tell me what's in the bag?
Textbooks?
Want to tell me what's really in the bag?
Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. I'm not afraid to hit a child.
I think the first one.
We don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, it's going back into the sedge tank. Now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down?
Next time, we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap.
Ugh.
We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
No.
Hugo leans down and unzips the bag. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor as employees swoop in, scoops it up. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank.
That poor horseshoe crab.
She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him.
Okay.
To where? Outside? Where he was gonna die?
Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later.
Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here.
Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Look over there.
Hugo points at some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Oh, that's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth.
A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones.
Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day.
Man, we thought we had it hard. We thought we had it hard.
I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousands of them.
You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Man, I just vibe with Hugo so much.
He's a great guy.
Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person.
Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean.
We'll get there.
We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see some penguins?
Yes, we get to see the penguins.
Hell yes.
Yeah!
Our group of kids runs around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. Honestly, I think puffins are more interesting than penguins.
Puffins are cool.
Because they're tiny, derpy penguins.
Uh-huh.
Why would you not want an Arctic parrot? Are penguins a normal thing in aquariums? I would say...
You got a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, like I very often see
Normally
penguins there.
it's more of a zoo thing.
Yeah. Yes, but like
But
because they are...
zoos will often have miniature aquariums.
Mm-hmm. Like the Shed Aquarium has penguins.
Yeah.
Shed Aquarium has penguins, and honestly, I've been to various other aquariums, and most of them have had penguins.
A penguin exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like one variety of penguin and like one colony of like 10 or something. I guess it really depends on the size of the aquarium. Went to the aquarium in Seattle for a vacation. They had otters and sea lions and stuff like that. Yeah, the Shed Aquarium also has some other...
aquatic mammals.
Yes. Obviously, there's like dolphins and beluga whales and... I'm trying to think if they had any killer whales. I don't remember.
It's been too long.
Anyways, for at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seemed to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad. Hugo suddenly grabs my arm.
Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Oh no.
I was just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours?
It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend.
I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees.
How are these kids doing this?
I mean, clearly this student followed the employee into the enclosure. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around.
I'll create a distraction.
Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room.
Everybody, I have an announcement.
The whole room turns towards Hugo.
Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins.
Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I'm greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here!
Neither can you!
I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me.
Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we are discussing the birdness of penguins.
The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing?
I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom.
Where are they even gonna go?
They're gonna live in my closet.
Look, I just don't even have the time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here.
Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly?
The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. I feel like bribing her is the most likely option to get her out of here.
Yeah, bribe her.
I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second.
Okay, well, give it to me right now.
I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough?
Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal.
We move to shake on our arrangement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're going to have to block these birds. What?
Oh, no!
Block that bird. Oh. I didn't know what was going on.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
I did not expect such absurdities.
It's penguin abuse. That's what it is.
No such thing.
Oh god, so many penguins! Oh, you gotta bribe.
Oh, there
Yes!
I go. Mission complete. Penguins escaped. 0.
Hell yeah,
Bribery works!
Get back, you flightless fiends!
Whew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world.
They've apparently added minigames since last I played. Oh, neat. I mean, we are playing the
Dad Rector cut.
Dad Rector cut? I thought it was the Dadfinitive edition.
Both.
I don't know. It's some silly pun. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over.
Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega.
You realize that the
penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was a thought that counts?
No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me.
You owe me $8. What?
I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan, and I suppose so that they can compare animal thief notes.
You're not off the hook, Molly. Sean, did you just bribe a child? You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line.
Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here.
With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load into the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Hey, Sean, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver.
It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun.
Let me take you out next time to make it up for you. You like cheese boards?
I don't know what a cheese board is. Is it just like...
I think you would just go taste cheese.
Is it just like a cheese plate thing?
I think so. I honestly, I don't know. I've never had one either. It's a board with a lot of cheese. Maybe some crackers. And fruit. Hell yeah. Oh, I would love that.
There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board, I guess. There we go.
Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around.
Like, literally, it's a wooden board with several cheeses on it. That is too much cheese.
Cheese tasting. Like wine tasting.
Yeah, no. I am, as most human beings are...
Lactose intolerant?
Lactose intolerant, to some extent. Like, I'm not...
Me too, but I'll eat that cheese.
Not deadly ill to it or anything, but, like, nah.
Love that cheese.
If cheese is in something, cool. If cheese is by itself... No.
I really want to go to that one restaurant that I've asked you to go to multiple times in the past, called the Melting Pot, where it's just like fondue cheese station. And then for dessert, you get chocolate fondue. What's not to love?
Multiple people in the chat talk about how they're lactose intolerant and says, fuck that, cheese is good.
Exactly. Everybody is lactose intolerant, and more so as you get older.
Okay, anyways. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What's she up to tonight?
Just doing some homework. How's the aquarium?
It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
We've all been there.
I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us?
Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a...
Kind of a what?
Kind of a stick in the mud.
He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes.
You mean take a nap?
There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Date complete.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah!
I was not expecting all the points.
I don't know what you got the bowling thing for. But that was nearly perfect. Energy saving, colon, mustache, bribe, theft. Beautiful. There was bowling and I missed it? Yeah, apparently we did too.
We were bowling penguins over.
Colon.
While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons. Neat.
Coupons.
I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope.
First you take a big drink. A big sippy.
I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door.
What?
I have something for you.
I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later?
Okay, just thought you want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open.
Horn Institute for the Arts?
Neat room.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of aesthetic I would go for.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
Father, please.
I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable.
I can't believe this.
Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
I got in!
Oh!
I got in!
Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again.
Oh my god. I really can't believe I got in.
Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away.
I think for a moment, HIA was one of the most expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work.
Really?
Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want.
Wherever?
Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor.
Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view.
Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and a discount if you bring your student ID, and...
Amanda, slow down. You're going to choke on your burrito.
I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that the students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get the professional photo editing software for free?
It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I taught her to chew with her mouth closed.
I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You have to take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Oh, if I know anything about those surveys, they're just going to put you into a room and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they do not care.
Yeah, they say on like their websites like, oh, we have this student survey so that we can match you with people of similar interests, and then you just get put into people with like completely different majors than you.
Aw, that sucks, Blue Frost.
Yeah.
Keep trying, though.
Keep trying. You got amazing work. Yeah, it always sucks. School submission processes are a nightmare.
Alright. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. We didn't have any bad roommates. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorm if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake. Or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit, though?
Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega.
He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he?
What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the parks these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it.
Okay. I promise I'll try harder.
A pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences.
Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you.
My eyes immediately well up with tears.
Oh, Dad, don't cry.
Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me.
Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too.
It's too late, honey. It's happening.
Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad.
I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Love you too, Pops. Just more salt seasoning. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Ooh la la. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer.
Sean, this is a group chat.
Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer?
You can run Dartrix boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Sean, do you want to see some art or not?
Art is good. Let's go see some art.
See that art! Yeah!
I didn't get group chats when I played? Oh no! Obviously this is my first time playing, so I don't know all the stuff.
So good at Dream Daddy, Sean.
Clearly.
Obviously.
I'm hacking the system. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been one of these.
These are two killer dates.
Yes. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people.
Sean?
I turn around. It's Joseph.
Oh.
Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me.
What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatist? Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too?
Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out.
Are you allowed to say that?
Say what?
You know, thank God.
Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys?
I look around and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery.
Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? Art is dead as nothing is real.
I have no idea what I'm in for.
Same. All you have to know is that if you're feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese.
I like art now.
I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines.
Talk art with Hugo and Damien. Absolutely. So what's this first place?
This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings of various locales within the American Northeast.
I look at the art. It's rad. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest.
It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Sean.
Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw.
Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine.
I love it. This is the kind of date I want to go on. What'd I miss?
Butts.
Butts. Shame. Cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place?
We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure hang on the walls.
Oh, boy. Oh, geez.
What am I looking at here?
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you?
I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting.
Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel like this artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure that this represents the sense of isolation he feels, creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization.
Wow, how do you figure that?
Oh, that's what it says on the placard. A servant of this ass! Yeah!
Oh.
Let's look at a few more of these.
We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the art chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. Fuck this.
Sean says, nah.
Absolutely not.
I mean, he has to serve the Lord's creations.
As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Push! I could do that!
Excuse me? What? Hugo, not here. No, come back here!
The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Hugo's gonna lay it down. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad.
Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Friend, he's not worth it.
I don't know.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket.
I'm sorry. I just love art very much.
We know, buddy.
It's alright.
I pat Hugo on the shoulder.
You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese.
We got one last stop on the tour. Are you lot feeling up for it?
Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it!
All right. I think before we get to the next and final...
Final?
Well, they said it was one last
stop. The stop, okay.
One last stop. I think we're going to take a short break
Okay.
for some commercials. It's also a good time to stand up, do some stretches, get a snack, a long drink of water, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, and we back.
We're back.
Nice short break. Time for us to get back to Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to the performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Oh boy.
Did Joseph just say, "Oh, McDonald"?
I don't know. I think so. Oh, that is weirder than the last one. Yeah.
So, quick question.
Shoot.
What is happening here?
Performance art, obviously. I second this question. Performance art.
What does it mean?
Again, I pose the same question to you, Mr. Flowers.
But...
No. You gotta have some taste here. Our date has taste.
Mm-hmm.
You need to also have taste.
The very humanity of being human. What do you think they're trying to say?
I believe it's less about what they're trying to say, about what they're saying, and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it?
Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
I was going to start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't going to play well with this crowd.
Yeah... No, Joseph.
Wise.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Whew, I think I'm all arted out.
Agreed.
We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese.
The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese.
Wax wings too close to the sun.
Beautiful. Cheese wings. Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's a more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious.
A nice Emmentaler... Emmentaler?
That is a word I do not know.
Possibly.
Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. Of course you do, Damien. You would love oil painting! Oh, I love oil painting too! You just do it forever! I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Apparently it's a kind of cheese. Huh.
Ah. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. That is unique. I like it. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats.
Really?
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. Well, what about you, Sean?
Tasteful nudes of the artist. God. There's no good answer here.
Food artistry is fun. I mean, landscapes is fun too. So are tasteful nudes of the artist. These are all good answers to me.
Let's go with the food.
Of course Joseph isn't a deep thinker about his religiosity. He's a religious... He's not a theologian.
I would probably do still lives of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there.
Would there be cheeses involved?
See, I thought about that, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and then it would ruin the whole thing.
Excellent point.
We finally get to the cul-de-sac.
Alright, boys, good art.
Good art.
Agreed. See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all.
I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
All right. Well, that went well.
Yeah, that seemed like a fairly... I don't know if there was any way to win or lose that. It might have just been like a fun
Well, it wasn't
extra.
a date.
Yes.
You didn't get graded at the end, so...
Yeah, I was wondering if I was going to because I scored no points.
Yeah, and
far as I could
nobody
tell.
seemed to really have any reactions. It just seemed like a fun way to pass time with more characters.
Okay. Well, good. Yeah, let's go hang out with Hugo again.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joseph very much walks that stereotypical, no thoughts, head empty kind of religious stereotype.
I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I tap out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Whoa, okay.
Oh. Colin is still being in a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Oops, sorry, I meant for that for another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's a picture of Jackie Chan everywhere.
Is Colin his son? What was his son's name?
I don't think it was Colin.
Because Colin...
No, his son was named like Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, his son is Ernest Hemingway.
Okay. Hi, Perry. It's a Peridot.
It's a P-Dot.
Perry has come to sit on my lap and get all the pets.
She just wants pets now. Oh.
Sorry, we can't date dads.
We gotta pet the P-Dot.
Our daughter's here.
Yes, hello. Hello, P-Dot. It's Perry time, huh?
Oh, Colin is one of his students in his class. Okay. Alright, anyways. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out.
Ha! Let me go back. Let me get back to you after class ends.
I stand up from the computer and stretch. Perry, did you drool?
I mean, she always does when she's like this.
You drooled all over my blanket.
Oh,
Perry.
yeah, she's definitely drooling. Hi!
Oh, my God. She's gotten into a habit of drooling, and it just keeps getting worse.
Yes. When you get into pets, you just drool all over.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks.
What the fuck?
I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's
in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this.
I'm jolted awake by a Dadbook message from Hugo.
I get off work in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards.
I fumble out a reply. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours.
Wonderful.
Perry, stay here. Stay here on my lap. Let me cuddle you. There it goes again. I got like all this cat hair in my mouth again. Why does that keep happening to me? I just have no idea.
You eat the cat. It's funny because Peridot doesn't put up with anything normally, but when she's like this and she just wants pets, she'll put up with anything. She's like
she wants pets for 5 minutes.
5 minutes straight.
And then she doesn't want pets for a week.
Yeah.
This happened during one of our recording sessions a couple weeks ago.
Stand on the keyboard.
What? Oh no.
It's okay. She just moved it forward like once.
How do I go back? Nope, don't go back to the keyboard. Oh my god, she's so drooly. Rub this on her back. Grab more cat hair.
Okay, I think she's done. She just hopped down.
Alright.
Oh god. I got cat hair everywhere. What's up, Buttercup?
Is there any way to go back?
I think you just missed that Amanda walks in.
Okay.
About ready to leave. Or no, she just came back from school.
Okay.
Just getting home from school? Where are you going?
Oh, I have a meeting with the board.
The board?
Cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time?
Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk him into going easy on me for the final.
Sorry, buddy, that ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives, a little bit of fig jam.
Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese.
Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now I gotta go see a man about some manchego.
Please leave.
I walk into a quaint French diner and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day?
Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes.
Yeah.
Oh, the silly bands. Right.
Is that the one the parents think means sex stuff?
Those ones, yes. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents as usual. At least, I hope.
Yikes.
Right now, I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese.
A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yeah, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Oh, we'd love to play, right, Sean?
Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess.
Oh, come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Sean! Oh, yeah!
I look over to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us.
Damn it, Brian!
He's gotta show us up, damn it! We gotta be better at trivia. Hey guys, y'all here for the old question and answers game? Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese.
Provolone 2, Lost in New York, has been reigning champions for the last month.
Man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmencita's claim to fame.
It hurts me how good I am at puns.
Like father, like daughter. You guys gonna give us a run for our money?
We'll see what we can do.
We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. The cheese will taste so much better with a side of victory.
Yes!
Hugo and I bump fists. Why is Matt so hot? I know, he was my second choice. But we're going with Hugo.
Plus he made you banana bread.
Yeah. Matt made me banana bread.
Yeah.
And that just wins me over.
Uh-huh.
No nuts in everything.
Yeah.
Specifically mentioned no nuts.
Uh-huh.
Anyways. Your line.
Tag team champions. We'll have to think of a good name. But I think this will be fun. Good luck.
Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their tables. Well, I guess we need a name.
Got any good ideas?
Easy breezy, beautiful.
Easy breezy.
Havarti
Beautiful.
like it's 1999. Real Munsters. Craigslist Swiss connections.
Oh. What would Hugo like?
I feel like the easy breezy beautiful or the Craigslist one. I don't think it's going to be real Munsters.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like the easy breezy beautiful.
Yeah, let's go with the easy breezy. If only for the fact that it reminds me of like
Easy
the best
breezy.
anime ever.
Easy breezy beautiful. That'll do just nicely.
The waitress comes by with our cheese board and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it.
Yes.
I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy.
Hell yeah.
There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Cheers to cheese.
Hey, hey!
Oh god.
A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Everybody ready for some trivia?
Woo!
The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name is Richard. I just like the alliteration.
Yeah! Alliteration!
More cheers.
Oh, it's the daddiest place.
I see some of you brought your children tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me.
Yeah!
I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want the kid. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category.
What the fuck are you wearing?
The first category is literature.
Oh, perfect. Excellent.
You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life.
Wow.
Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right?
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a giant, grotesque, insect-like creature?
Yes. This is the continent that encompasses the realm of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien.
Oh, easy.
Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the elfish name for this continent? Endor, Hoth, Arenal, and Lemuria. Oh, God. I don't actually know. It's one of the last two because the first two are Star Wars.
Yeah. I think it's Lemuria.
I actually want some backing up because we gotta win. Does anyone else know Lord of the Rings? I thought it was Endor. Oh, no, it's not. Endor and Hoth are Star Wars planets. Sadly, I do not. I haven't read The Lord of the Rings. Oh, no.
I know about Star Wars.
Because they don't really mention this.
you're not typing anything.
No. My computer's having issues.
Okay. Just, yeah, open up a map.
Oh, it is Endor.
What?
The Middle Lands, Endor, were called Middle Earth and the side of most Tolkien stories. It's seriously Endor?
Well then, is there also a Star Wars thing named Endor? Or are we just dumb and misthinking it?
Yeah, no. Endor is the...
Is the Wookiee land.
It's both.
Oh, wow. Well then.
How could it be?
Endor it is then.
You can't name the same thing in different things.
I mean, you can. People do it all the time.
Yeah, Endor is where the not the Wookiees,
Ewoks?
the Ewoks live.
Yeah.
It's the end of the last movie.
Mm-hmm.
The last one that exists.
Well then.
Anyways, Endor. Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars?
Edgar Rice Burroughs. I know that one.
You do?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Edmond Dantes is better known as this man.
Edmond Dantes.
Frankenstein's Monster, The Count of Monte Cristo, H.G. Wells, Dante Alighieri.
I don't know this one.
Oh shoot, what was the question? Why is there no chat log?
Dante...
It's the Count? The
Count?
Okay,
Count
people
of
are telling.
Monte Cristo. Okay, I don't know anything about Count of Monte Cristo.
I know I've read it, The Count, once, but like, dude, I don't remember the dude's name. That's the least important. It's Montresor! Or Montresor! For the love of God, Montresor! He's the main character of The Count of Monte Cristo.
Okay.
The quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. Thank you. How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Great! Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over it. Just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie?
Oh boy. Richard's really working through some of his problems here. In a unprofessional way, huh?
Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round?
Please.
More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema.
All right.
Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems.
Hell yeah!
Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Is this all gonna be Lord of the Rings stuff, or? I think it's just his character, I hope.
How's your cinema?
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I know nothing about horror. That's an interesting one.
It's a bit of a guilty pleasure.
In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers?
Alright, well this one will be up to you.
Ooh.
Because I don't know the Star Wars.
It's either their father or their mother. I want to say it's their mother.
I was gonna say something like they're promised. Did they make a promise to each other?
They made no promise.
Okay.
They're like having an alone point. Mother, I think it's their mother. They don't know who their father is at this point.
Yes, when they're talking about being siblings.
Mm-hmm. So it is mom, right? Yes, it's mother. Okay. It's like, God, the last time I watched the original trilogy was a long time ago.
Yeah.
What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2?
Damn it!
I don't know anything about Gremlins 1 or 2. Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio, and Boy George.
Alright, chat. This is another one up to you.
All of them, hopefully? Hulk Hogan? I'm gonna wait for more confirmation, but I'd believe it. We've got to win, Hogan. Okay. If people are saying it's Hulk Hogan, I'll go with it.
I'll be mad if none of these movie questions are ones that I can answer, because I'm more of the movie person out of us.
Which of these 80s horror movies dies not...
Damn it!
Which of these horror movies dies... Which of these horror movies does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting?
Does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting.
They just used the wrong word.
The Shining,
Within the Woods, Poltergeist,
or
Pet
Cemetery.
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies.
I don't think I've even heard of Within the Woods.
It's not Pet Cemetery.
The Shining all takes place in a hotel, right?
Yeah, but it could very easily be on a pet cemetery.
An Indian burial ground?
It's The Shining? Okay. Not The Shining. No, it's Poltergeist? Within the Woods has a burial ground? Okay.
The Shining was built on the burial ground? God damn it.
No,
Shining.
Poltergeist does have one. The whole movie is based off of it.
Okay, so that means it's Poltergeist.
No, they're saying Poltergeist is built on it. So, is it Pet Cemetery? Well, someone said Within the Woods has a burial ground.
But is it an Indian burial ground?
No, it is not Pet Cemetery. We know nothing about horror, apparently. Yes, this doesn't mean anything. Pet Fee. Google away! It has to be The Shining. I don't know.
Because it's specifically talking about the film. So even if in the book, The Shining has an Indian burial ground, if the movie doesn't, that could mean that it's the correct choice. Because it could be a bit of a trick question. It's mentioned in the opening that it was. Okay, so The Shining is for sure out.
Yeah, I don't watch any of these. I've never even heard of Within the Woods.
Mm-hmm. The Shining is the one I know the most about. And obviously I didn't even know that much. It's apparently Poltergeist?
No. Okay. Steam answer says Poltergeist. Okay. I'll believe that. Because I'm like, alright, what does the game think is the correct answer?
They call a shaman. That's stupid. A regular graveyard? A more modern one?
I thought Okay, well, I'm going with Poltergeist if that's what Steam is saying is the correct one. Okay.
Oh, man. All right.
Well, that was correct. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. I look over at their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod.
Fuck you, Brian.
And the next category is wrestling.
God damn it, I didn't get to answer any of the movie questions.
Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm.
Wait, I got this.
Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone? Literally anyone. I crave a human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please. It has been so long since I've been held. Sad Master Quinn. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them.
Wow, so you're Twitter.com?
Let's start the quiz! Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there.
Steve Austin debuted as the Ringmaster.
That is correct. Points to Easy Breezy Beautiful. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life.
The first WrestleMania was held in New York at Madison Square Garden in 1985. See, Hugo is me. Hugo is me because I, too, when am excited about answering trivia, answer way more than is necessary just to prove that I know the thing. Like, he didn't have to give all that information. He just had to name it where.
He does love wrestling, and he did mention doing paintings of luchadors. Yeah.
True.
So, like, honestly, seeing his wrestling came up, I was like, oh, yeah, Hugo's got this for us. Another correct answer for Easy Breezy Beautiful. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kind of hot. Oh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up more excited than I've ever seen him.
Chavo versus Kane?
Kane? I think it's Kane.
Whatever.
Ooh, sorry, bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28.
Oh. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty.
Hey, man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these.
Well, you're still wrong.
What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts into laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair.
Aw, fine.
Wow, Hugo seems really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling?
He's obviously a fan.
Guerrera.
Okay, thanks. You pick stuff up.
That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the Quizmaster. All right. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York, Brian and Matt high five, and Easy Breezy Beautiful. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian and Matt. Carmencita and Daisy all playfully give us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am.
Yeah!
The final category
I feel like Hugo had a gay awakening with wrestling.
Cool animals.
Yeah!
Animals, huh? I could never take care of another living thing. Hell, I could barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions.
Animal facts. Animal facts.
The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal?
Birds.
Is this a trick question?
I mean, I would hope not. Birds. Wrong!
It's dogs.
What? It's not really an animal fact. That's a geography historical fact, I guess. That's dumb.
That's trivia. What's the last animal that appears in the dictionary?
What?
I mean, it would have to be the Ziziva, right? Because
I
it's
guess.
ZYZ.
Yeah.
Nothing else can beat the ZYZ.
Yeah.
This one's just one you can, like, there. What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Canadian beaver, the platypus, polar bear, or an otter?
I would assume either a polar bear or otter, but my first guess would be the polar bear.
Oh,
Otter? Otter?
Lupinium is just like, it's otter!
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't surprise me because a polar bear would be more so get its warmth from fat, whereas otters are very slim.
Mm-hmm.
And their fur is very dense.
Okay, I believe it. All right, I'm just going to come around and collect your scorecards, and we'll see who came out on top.
Oh, man.
Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil will fulfill all your needs. Everyone, oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card.
I'm just sad about the Canary Island question.
The Quizmaster goes to the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
So, what are your plans after our big win?
I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you?
Probably take my winnings to Cullen's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with.
Bold, but I like your style.
You want the last piece of Havarti?
Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the Quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waited with bated breaths for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card?
Oh, man. Sean's gonna take a long drink.
I earned it.
Is us getting one question wrong gonna...
I really hope it's us.
Oh.
Hey everybody, we having a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither near here nor there. By a landslide, the winner of tonight's contest is... Easy Breezy Beautiful!
Yes!
Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil Nominal service is... God, I can't do this anymore. Please just take the gift card. I motion for Hugo to go get the gift card, and he shyly slinks out of the booth to grab it. Yeah! He pauses for a moment and... What? Cody Cat gave us 8 bits. Thank you for the bits.
Thank you!
He pauses for a moment and gives the Quizmaster a hug with a few pats on the back.
Aww.
The Quizmaster sobs just a little.
Aww. Poor dude.
Hugo makes a victory lap to our table and gives me a high five.
Yes. Easy Breezy Beautiful is unstoppable. Easy Breezy Beautiful is great. May Easy Breezy Beautiful reign for 1,000 years.
Hey, great work, guys.
You guys did awesome. Will we be seeing Easy Breezy Beautiful again next week?
I look over at Hugo, who smiles. Maybe so. We make a pretty good team, huh, Hugo? Hugo blushes.
Aww.
Hugo and I walk back to our cul-de-sac, basking Oh, now I'm all burpy. Help. Hugo and I walk back to our cul-de-sac, basking in the glow of our new win and nursing our cheese-filled bellies. God, that's 2 days in a row with an egregious amount of cheese.
Yep. All day, every day.
Farting forever.
Yep.
Man, we crushed it in there.
Finally, enduring the screams of young children for years on end has paid off. I will take half of this gift card and use it to purchase many, many air fresheners for my car, which Ernest refuses to stop vaping in.
I think I'll use my half to buy at least 2 tire pressure gauges to place in different parts of my garage. You never know when you're going to need one, and I prefer to have them within arm's reach.
A fine plan.
Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man.
Come on, there's got to be a story there.
What do you mean?
You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself.
Oh, it's just stuff I know.
Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have.
It's embarrassing.
You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being able to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs.
All right. If you really want to know, just follow me.
Yes.
Yes.
Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside and his house is exactly what I expected it to be. Neat and filled top to bottom with books and art.
Love it. Oh, welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy.
His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing? Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us.
Is a secret wrestling
room?
Oh
my God! Hugo flips a switch and I finally understand.
Oh, Hugo! Yeah!
Curio
buddy.
cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts, and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. I'm speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact.
Oh, buddy, it's fun! You have something you're passionate about.
It's your lie.
This is really embarrassing.
His turn on was muscles! This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Are you kidding? Look at all this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this?
Go ahead.
I pick up one of his replica championship belts and toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I'm cooking?
I think the line is...
It's meatballs! Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's so cool how passionate you are about this.
Hell yeah! Oh, yeah. I really, really like wrestling. We can tell.
He's blushing so hard right now. Hugo, you bought the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. I can see Hugo immediately deflate.
I told you, those pizza rolls have less sodium. I just want you to be healthy, son.
Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room.
I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other.
Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves, then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid friend. Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo wearily runs his hand through his hair. Do you call your father by his first name, young man? It seems that way.
seems like the kind of dad who wouldn't, mind that, though.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about him, and sorry I have to keep apologizing about him. He's just going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and you don't get much authoritative than a teacher, Dad. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time.
Hey, so you love him and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you.
Maybe.
Maybe not someday soon, but someday.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. Thanks for letting me vent.
Hugo glances at his watch.
I suppose it's getting kind of late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon.
I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you can tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles.
That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. Yeah! What a good day!
Yeah. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
I don't. This book is all pictures. And even then, my patience is being tried.
Now, I gotta say, I like the aesthetic of the white dots on the dark background.
Mm-hmm.
But it
does make the readability a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, because sometimes they just float in the wrong spot and it fucks with the words.
It does.
Especially if the background itself has a lot of varied colors going on behind it.
Yeah, and I can't speak for everyone, but I can't imagine it's very dyslexia friendly.
Oh, probably not.
Even I think if everything, if those dots had a slightly, were a bit more opaque, or less opaque, either way that works, and the background was a little bit darker,
yeah, I
think that would help.
I think it would help if the dots were more opaque, so they're less
white.
Less opaque, so they are less visible.
Less contrast.
Yeah, less contrast, and the background, or the gray box itself was more opaque, so that you can't see quite as much of the background.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of those would help quite a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe if they were on the border instead. I mean, that would definitely do it.
Yeah.
That would help a lot. I wish the dots wouldn't move so I wouldn't keep watching them as I was trying to read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do distract the eye.
It's stylistically cool looking, but it does make reading actually a little difficult.
Yeah.
Even then, my patience is being tried. Oh, sorry, that was your line, but you already read it.
Yeah. Did you get to eat all the cheese to your little heart desired?
I am a happy little cheese monster.
I need to remember that line.
But great.
I'm a happy little cheese monster.
But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner?
Hash browns!
Ooh. Now I want to make a scramble.
Does sound good. That was another thing I thought about for supper, and then I forgot when you asked what we wanted to do for supper.
Ooh.
And we got stuff for it. We got little sausages with cheese in them. We've got bacon. We got eggs. We got hash browns.
Onions to throw in there. A little bit of your mushrooms because you like those.
Yeah.
Oh. We're going to have a...
Tennille, please.
We're going to have a scramble soon.
I really like food.
Between you guys and the game, I'm getting so hungry. Okay.
Toast dipped in egg.
All right.
Blueberry pancakes.
Oh, now she's speaking my language. Well, only if you help me make them.
You know, I am the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave.
Wait, why would you do that?
So that it's nice and warm.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Now tell me about that cheese board.
Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. I tell her all about the trivia, but leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade.
Yeah, probably for the best. Why wouldn't you do that, Sean?
Date complete.
Yes, yes, yes. Feel like that went pretty well. Oh, yeah! Get it!
Paradise Lost just got found. I know I've gotten, hot syrup at like a diner or a restaurant once or twice.
Mm-hmm. Especially like if it's got...
Wait, why is woodworking up?
I don't know. But especially if like you have pancakes or waffles and they've got butter in them and the syrup is nice and hot and the butter isn't completely melted, you put that on top so the butter like spreads out with the syrup. Oh yeah.
Well, it's been a long day.
Woodworking for the cheese platter.
Oh, okay. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying?
Oh no.
I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops.
Not right now.
Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door.
Oh.
In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. Go away. If she doesn't want to talk about it, she doesn't want to talk about it.
Well, I'm seeing both. I'm seeing both people. Let her come to you. Okay. All right. I'll leave you be. I'm back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again.
Oh.
Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. Feel awful just leaving her cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda.
Morning.
She drops a frozen waffle in the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today?
No.
Okay. Do you need a ride to school?
No.
Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking.
I have to go.
Amanda picks up her bag and storms out.
Oh,
okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knee, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. That's not me.
That was me.
That was definitely not me.
That was me. When I turned 6 years old, I decided I was going to learn how to ride a bicycle that day. Because that was the day you learned how to ride a bike. And so I did.
I had training wheels until 2nd grade, and then my dad's like, no, you gotta take these off. When I was 6 and tried to learn to ride a bike, I fell into a sewage ditch. Oh no! I was so scared to learn how to ride a bike, it took a while until I learned. It took me 10 years to even get on a bike again. Oh no! As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin?
What?
Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence.
Yeah.
I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it.
Dad,
So just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, I know I'm bad with words, so I was just hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator, place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now.
Oh.
Why'd I put frosting on it? Frosting is gross.
Because it's for your daughter.
Ta-da.
Dad.
Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%.
Oh, wholesome.
It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over again.
This is beautiful.
It's strawberry. Okay, strawberry cake? That sounds pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm not crying, you are. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake.
So, it's really stupid.
What is it?
This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart.
I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
I guess I should just start from the top. So, you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right?
Emma R. Oh, shoot. Is it the best friend or the other one? Because our daughter is the one that puked in the Death Goth and Beyond.
Yeah.
The best friend? Okay. Well, okay. 2 people say the best friend and one is... Oh, okay.
The best friend. You got it! Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P, and I just thought that it was all in my head for a while. But then I found out that Rosie M, that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to party at Mackenzie F's on the same night that they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final.
Yikes.
So, another important piece of information is... God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing.
What? Whoa, I had no idea. Definitely didn't know that. Okay. I remember we poked fun at her about having a crush on Noah.
Mm-hmm. You're a bad liar.
So are you.
I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't want to confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 whole hours, even though none of them are ever put their phones down for more than like 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos.
Totally understandable.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me.
What?
It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss!
No!
Yes, I know! So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R. just, like, glares at me.
Grace. Nothing coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the...
I don't remember Grace at all either. Fuck them kids.
Gossipy one? Definitely gossipy? Okay. Shout out to sophomore year when some popular girls were having a big party and someone tried to invite me. They shouted, no.
Oh boy. Isn't high school great? Kids just being assholes to each other.
Oh, every time someone tried to invite me, they shouted no. Yeah. High school can suck. Alright, gossipy.
I know! Grace is the one that nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realized was not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted up a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's all a lot. Are you still following? No, what did Emma R. say? Okay, get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you.
Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages.
Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, I do not understand what she's talking about. This is... Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like I cannot believe that.
Yeah, we get what's going on.
Dang it. This is all beyond me.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she just left me on red. And then...
Wait, left me on red? What's that?
Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because they're red receipts.
I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand.
I get what's going on.
Gotcha.
So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P. about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I just got kicked out of.
Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. What a bunch of asshole friends, Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
You're better off without him. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends.
Amanda, I'm so sorry.
I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long.
Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake.
Stupid Emma. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad.
Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip.
Wow.
I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb.
It's not dumb.
No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over.
Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings.
I guess.
Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time.
Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago.
But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom.
Alright. High school sucks.
Real friends don't do that.
Yeah.
When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find out and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend.
Mm-hmm. I go with high school sucks originally, but also high school sucks is not useful advice. Because What is a high schooler supposed to do with that? It's like, cool, thanks. I can't do anything about that. I'm forced to go through high school.
Like, at this point in my life, a good nearly 10 years out of high school, I interact with one friend from high school, kind of.
A couple of people from high school.
It's like there's a couple people on Twitter that I didn't even, weren't even people I would call, super good friends, but, I talk to them more on Twitter than I do anybody else. That was directly my friends, because a lot of my direct friends have completely different views on life now. Yeah. So I don't interact with them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we also went to a really small high school.
Yeah.
Which, yeah. But anyway.
So, this is really good information.
But no, I just always hate when go-to advice from adults to kids is, well, don't worry, it gets better after high school. Or, get over it, high school is the best years of your life, because anyone who says that high school is the best years of their lives was probably an asshole in high school.
Mm-hmm. And now that the world is being an asshole to them,
they don't like it.
What the hell?
I wish I could go back to high school where I didn't have any problems and I could be mean to everybody. Yeah, no. But, too, they can't do anything about being in high school. So you gotta give them advice that means something to them now. Telling them that it's gonna get better later isn't super helpful, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I really want to get to the end of this conversation so we can take a break, because I don't want to break this up.
Yeah.
Wow, Cody Cat.
Go, Cody Cat. Go off on them.
All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to continue the game now.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem.
Hell yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
I look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake?
Hell yeah! Yes, we did just eat that whole cake.
Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around.
Hey, Pops?
Yes?
Thank you.
You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
Aww! Big warm fuzzies.
All right. Well, I don't know what that is, but we'll have to check it out in a bit.
Fuck them kids.
All right. Well, we will be back in a little bit.
See you then.
Yeah, break time. Hello, everybody. We back.
Just want to say, Cody Cat, that your meme also brings me much joy. I had a really good long laugh when I saw it. Because that is exactly how I felt explaining it. Are you ready?
Yeah. What's this?
Sean, listen, this is you from the past.
Whoa, how'd this happen?
I figure you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you earlier this morning when it was socially acceptable to get out and buy ice cream.
Socially unacceptable to go out and buy some ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing.
Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable. But unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. Are we getting scammed? What the heck is going on?
I don't know.
And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged on others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it's a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me.
I guess I'm buying ice cream now.
Sure.
Because past self told me to do it. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub.
So let's see. Sean's diet consists of ice cream, a whole cake, 2 days worth of small cheeses,
And that's about it.
and a barbecue.
Oh, yeah, and a barbecue.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
No, it does not. That does not sound like my usual balanced diet at all.
Okay, that sounds like my diet.
Yes, that sounds a lot more like your diet. No, if it was...
Oh yeah, breakfast, dinner.
Yes. Yeah.
If it was your diet, it would be nothing but blueberry muffins, Subway, and hamburgers.
You know what? That's mostly balanced.
That's not mostly balanced.
That's got fruit, veggies, meat, breads. A lot of bread.
I do not count your iceberg lettuce and black olives on a Subway sandwich as veggies.
Well, I do. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio, gross. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right?
Oh, yes, cookie dough ice cream.
Hey, mister. I turn around and see it's Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest?
Yeah?
You're cool, right? Yeah, I'm cool. But I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid?
Nope.
Abso-fucking-lutely not. I'm not going to help with your smoking addiction, kid.
Yeah.
Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, electrolyte liquid. You get it in... I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal.
No.
Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for Blue Crayon Zapple Vortex. He'll know what it is.
No!
Don't do it. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough. Pistachio? Man, this ice cream trip was all the worst things ever.
You'll just have to eat the cookie dough.
I search around for some blue Crazen Void Starer, but I can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter, you got an ID. First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double Double, wait a minute.
Yes!
So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind.
Time to tell that kid what's up.
Okay, look, I'm going to pretend that you didn't just try to trick me into buying your old Baphomet's cop syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you're promised to scram. And stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung.
What if I give you $25?
No, I was voicing you. What if I gave you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from Microwave Popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance outside the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. Grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of the squad car.
Oh, Ernest!
Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid?
Do you know this kid?
I'm friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid and...
Oh, I'm this boy's father.
I turn around and see...
Oh! Hi!
I turn around and see Robert walking up the street toward the convenience store.
Uh-oh.
Wait. Really?
What?
Robert and Hugo are exes?
Maybe? Or is Robert pulling another shitpost?
Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer! First of all...
Oh, wait, no, you did have this voice.
First of all, good instinct. Remember that you're not rewarded to answer any questions.
Required
to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present.
You're this boy's father?
Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident.
Oh,
I don't like talking about it.
That's fine.
Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eyes. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then.
God damn it,
New metal
Robert.
was still in style. Ernest and I were on the Florida swampland scavenging for...
Sir, I can leave you to take it from here.
Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks, I want to say, Richard.
Yeah, Robert's totally pulling a fast one just to get him out of trouble.
Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me some e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Sean, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he wouldn't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pockets. I pat the rest of our pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points to my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda.
One of them.
I have no qualms about the quantity of ice cream you purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Sean. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But
True.
These were on sale. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
It's funny because Sean would say
Thanks for outing me.
Oh.
We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. That boy's the reason we don't have the prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, Sean. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front
pocket. Did you steal it back, or did you take it to make a joke and then give it back to us? Because I easily see that being true.
Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days.
Good stuff.
Of course I buy stuff on sale. Do I look like I'm made of money? Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of my night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda.
Only Robert will ever know. Oh, man. That was great. Well?
2 dates down.
Oh,
1
boy.
to go.
Oh, boy.
Now, I don't know how this game works.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like we could date everybody twice, and then
go
do
on
a final date with one person.
Uh-huh.
Which would be a lot of extra streams.
Yes, it would.
But I don't think my throat can take that.
Yeah. This is a very reading-heavy game, so it's kind of one of those things where we have to, like, get through it and then play something a little bit more casual on our voices.
Yes.
And then we can come back to something more reading intensive.
Yes. So I'm thinking...
Plus, I'm honestly kind of excited to explore a lot of this myself.
Yes.
And play through some of these.
You can either do the final date or do a few other dates with others before ending it. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're just going to continue to beeline it directly for Hugo's heart.
Okay. We're doing a good job with that anyway.
Yes. And I think that's going to probably be it for this game.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, if this ever comes back up on, like,
do you want to make a save file here?
No. We can just, like, start over and skip through
some of the beginning stuff.
Mm-hmm. You could just do Matt and Damien. I mean, yeah, but, like, if it ever comes up on the Flower Harvest where we play random games...
We could do another path.
Absolutely jump into other paths and stuff. But I think we'll just stick with Hugo for this one and done stream of the game.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't a one and done, but...
Well, yes, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, real question. Does anyone know how much more there is?
Oh, yeah.
Is this something we could finish in, like, the next hour?
Or is it another, like,
or is it like
hour and a half to 2 hours? Because I think that would be bad on our voices, especially since we have another stream tomorrow.
Yeah, if it's another hour and a half to 2 hours, we're going to call it here for the stream. But if it's beatable within the next hour at the pace that we are going...
Right.
I definitely want to save my voice at that point.
I'm almost tempted for us to call it here.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be safe, and so that we also know, like, hey, next week we're playing Dream Daddy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I know what we're going to be doing after this, but obviously I want to make sure you're down for it, too.
Okay.
So we'll discuss that off stream. Okay, well, you know what? How about we stop there?
Okay.
I don't know that my throat can take another
hour and a
half. Okay, because there's a lot of talking.
Mm-hmm. And who knows, maybe when we come back to it next week, we'll be like, hey, you know, why don't we go on a date with Matt or Damien, and then we'll finish things up with Hugo.
Alright, gonna go ahead and take those headphones off. I need to rest my ears, too. Alright, so that's going to be it for this stream. Next stream, is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's another flower harvest. We're
Hell
playing
yeah.
more random games from our game collection. And, if Dream Daddy comes up on it, we'll play another half hour of Dream Daddy.
Hell yeah.
Though we'll probably do some of, dating some other people or something.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I have already
Made the poll.
made the poll. I just haven't posted it. So if you are a patron over on patreon.com/TennielFlowers, you can get access to the very first game poll, and you won't know what's on the game poll.
Oh, wow. Some good choices there.
Yes, there are some good choices, and you'll have to go look to find out what's on there. Oh, I took my headphones off, so I missed the spider. One Like Clockwork says, great stream, great spider noise.
Yes.
All right. Time to vote. There, the poll is now in the thing. And reminder that we have access to PS2 games, so both Tennille and myself have elected to choose PS2 games.
Yep.
For people to vote on, and then 3 other random games from the whole collection. So that'll be Friday.
It for tonight.
Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. And then, of course, Poke Mondays comes back with Orangine Team Yellow tomorrow, Monday, whatever day it is, Monday.
You'll have to start leveling up your Ditto.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Team Yellow, more like Team Purple. That's right.
Yeah. And then on Friday, next Friday, we'll go ahead and finish up Dream Daddy.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Oh, and another thing I want to mention here, because it's the first day that we know about it. Starting this month, next week, the last Saturday stream of every month is going to be a multiplayer streaming game day with patrons. We'll choose one game and then just play that with the patrons for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of ask for people that want to play games with us. And the first game we're going to do is Animal Crossing New Horizons for the Switch.
Yeah, we've actually recently been getting back into Animal Crossing and doing some stuff, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll be inviting people to our islands and then probably visiting some other people's islands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Ditto at the end of the last stream.
Yep. He was so happy about it.
That is the opposite of what I felt.
He was ecstatic. Jumping for joy. It was like, wow, I've never used this Pokemon before.
I've never felt so defeated in my life.
And he was like, I'm so happy, Tennille, that you've given me this opportunity to learn something about Pokemon that I don't know anything about.
This is the worst day of my life. All that work for a Ditto.
Anyway, it was great talking to y'all. Great playing some Dream Daddy. I hope you have a fantastic night.
Yeah. Thank you all for the bits, and we'll see you all tomorrow for the Flower Harvest.
Good night.